Welcome back. If you've ever wondered how much your old British one-penny coins are worth, you're in the right place. Today we'll be looking at the top 7 most valuable United Kingdom one-penny coins, featuring different mint marks, rare variations, and conditions that could bring you big bucks in today's market. Stick around till the end because you won't want to miss these surprising finds. Let's go. Started first up, we dive into the world of British coins, specifically focusing on a very special one, the 2010 United Kingdom one-penny coin with the IRB mint mark. This little coin might just be worth more than you think. Let's take a closer look at its design, its historical significance, and of course, how much it could be worth in today's market. First things first, let's talk about the design of the 2010 one-penny coin. As you might know, the penny coin in the United Kingdom has undergone several changes over the years, but the 2010 version stands out because it's one of the last to feature the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, or IRB, which is where the mint mark comes in. You see, if you flip the coin over to the obverse, you'll notice a small IRB near the Queen's neck. This is the mint mark of the artist Ian Rank Broadley, and it signifies that the portrait you see on the coin is his design. What makes this important is that after 2010, the Royal Mint started introducing a new portrait of the Queen by Jody Clark, making coins minted in 2010 a bit more unique, especially those with the IRB mint mark. Now let's take a look at the reverse side of the coin. The design of the 2010 one-penny features the iconic image of a sailing ship, inspired by the original design of the 1797 penny. This design was first introduced in 2008, and it pays tribute to Britain's maritime heritage. The coin's reverse design remains largely unchanged, which adds to its consistency as a collectible item. At first glance, this might seem like just another penny, but when we talk about condition, things get interesting. Most of the circulating pennies from 2010 are in fine condition, meaning they've been used and might show signs of wear. But the value of a coin is often determined by its rarity and its condition. So what makes the 2010 one penny with the IRB mint mark worth something more? Well, while most of these pennies are still in circulation, those that have been kept in pristine or near mint condition are much more valuable to collectors. If you happen to find one that's in exceptional shape, it could fetch a premium. In terms of market value, the 2010 IRB one-penny coin in fine circulated condition typically sells for around $1,100–$1,000 in the United Kingdom. However, the value can vary depending on where you are selling it. When you convert that to US dollars, this translates to about $1,300–$1,000. If you have an example in nearly mint condition, collectors might pay even more. Some rare examples have been known to sell for upwards of $1,500–$1,000 or even more, depending on demand and rarity. Online platforms like eBay or other numismatic auction sites can give you an idea of how much these coins are currently selling for. As you can see, prices can fluctuate, and some sellers are asking for much higher prices, especially if the coin is uncirculated or comes from a collection. Now, when it comes to valuing your 2010 IRB one-penny coin, it's important to know how to grade its condition. A coin that's been kept in good condition, away from wear and tear, is far more valuable. If you have one of these coins, you'll want to check for any signs of heavy scratches, tarnishing, or significant damage. The better the condition, the higher the potential value. So, what should you do if you find a 2010 IRB one-penny coin in your collection? In conclusion, the 2010 one-penny coin with the IRB mint mark is a small but mighty collectible. With a little attention to detail and some luck, you could be holding a coin worth more than its face value. Be sure to keep an eye out, and who knows, you might just find yourself with a valuable treasure from the United Kingdom. Next up, we'll be discussing the 1935 United Kingdom one-penny coin, specifically the ones that have no mint mark and are in very fine circulated condition. These coins may not have been produced in large quantities, and their value in today's market might surprise you. The 1935 one-penny coin holds a special place in British numismatics. Issued during the reign of King George V, this coin represents a fascinating era in British history. King George V was on the throne from 1910 until his passing in 1936. So the 1935 penny was one of the last coins to feature his image before the transition to King Edward V and later George The design on the obverse of the coin is the classic portrait of King George V by the engraver Sir Edgar Bertram Mackennal. On the reverse, you'll find a design of a seated Britannia holding a trident, a symbol of British strength and maritime power. One key detail about the 1935 penny is that it has no mint mark, unlike some coins which may carry a letter indicating the mint where they were struck. For example, coins minted in London, the primary mint of the UK, often had no mint mark, while others might feature an H for Heaton or an E for Edinburgh. The 1935 penny was produced in large quantities, but the absence of a mint mark means that these coins are typically attributed to the Royal Mint in London. The 1935 penny is significant because it was the last year that King George V's image appeared on British coins before his death in 1936, which makes it a piece of history for collectors. The obverse side features the portrait of King George V with the inscription Jobert v Dei Gra Brit Omni on Rex Fidei ip Indium, which stands for George V by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. A coin in very fine condition will exhibit clear details, although there might be some wear visible, particularly on high points like the crown or the shield. You'll still be able to see most of the design, including Britannia's figure and the text 1 penny. While the coin 1 be in perfect condition, it is still considered desirable due to its historical significance and the wear patterns that tell its story. In terms of value, these coins tend to appreciate over time. A 1935 1 penny in very fine condition has a market value that can fluctuate depending on demand, rarity, and current trends in the numismatic market. A coin in very fine condition without a mint mark can generally fetch anywhere between $600 and $1,000. Of course, the exact price can vary depending on the specific coin's appearance, how well it's been preserved, and where it's being sold. Some high-end auction houses or dealers may list it for more if it stands out due to its unique characteristics. However, if you have a 1935 1 penny in a higher grade, such as extremely fine or uncirculated, its value can go up significantly. In some cases, these higher graded coins can sell for $1,000, $1,000 or more, especially if you find one with unique features like a strong strike or minimal wear. If you're looking to buy a 1935 1 penny, there are a few places where you can start your search. Numismatic dealers, online auction platforms like eBay, or even local coin shops may have one in stock. When buying, be sure to check the seller's reputation, the coin's condition, and any documentation of authenticity. On the other hand, if you have a 1935 1 penny to sell, be mindful of the current market trends. If you're looking for a quick sale, online auction sites or coin dealers can provide a relatively fast process, but it's important to note that dealers will often offer you a bit less than you might get through a private sale. Why is the 1935 penny valuable to collectors? Aside from the historical significance of being one of the final coins bearing the image of King George V, it's also part of a larger series of British pennies that collectors are eager to add to their collections. Additionally, the no mint mark coins from 1935 are highly regarded by collectors who specialize in British coinage from the early 20th century. So there you have it, a deep dive into the 1935 United Kingdom 1 penny coin, featuring King George V and no mint mark. If you happen to find one in your collection or come across one at a market, you might just have a hidden gem. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of British coins. Specifically, we'll explore the 1967 United Kingdom 1 penny coin, a classic in British numismatics. This coin has caught the attention of collectors worldwide, and you might be wondering, does it hold any significant value in today's market? Let's find out. The 1967 1 penny coin is a staple of pre-decimal British coinage. It features the iconic reverse design of Britannia, the symbolic figure representing British strength and unity, seated with a trident in hand and a shield by her side. Below her, the words 1 penny are boldly inscribed, and the year 1967 is displayed beneath the design. On the obverse, you'll find the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Mary Gillick. This youthful depiction of the Queen was used on UK coins from 1953 to 1967, marking an era of post-war stability and growth. The 1967 one-penny coin was the last to be minted in large quantities before the UK transitioned to the decimal system in 1971. With over 654 million coins struck, it's no surprise that the 1967 penny is one of the most common coins of its kind. But here's an interesting detail: there were no mint marks on these coins, as was customary for most UK circulating coins at the time. This can sometimes confuse new collectors who might associate mint marks with rarity. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is king. The 1967 penny is no exception. In circulated condition, which shows noticeable wear and tear, the coin is often classified as fine. These coins might have some scratches, loss of luster, or slight fading of details, but they still hold historical charm. Now, for the question you've all been waiting for: how much is the 1967 penny worth in today's market? In circulated fine condition, the 1967 penny is relatively common. On platforms like eBay or at local coin shops, these coins typically sell for around $100,000. However, uncirculated examples with minimal wear can fetch higher prices, ranging from $1,400 to $1,000, and if you happen to own a proof version, you could be looking at a value of $1,600 to $1,000 or more. While the 1967 penny might make you rich, its value extends far beyond dollars and cents. As the last one-penny coin minted before decimalization, it holds immense historical significance. For many collectors, owning a piece of history like this is priceless. To wrap up, the 1967 United Kingdom one-penny coin might not break the bank, but it's a timeless piece of British history that every coin collector should appreciate. Whether you're new to the hobby or a seasoned numismatist, it's always worth taking a closer look at the coins in your collection. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics as we uncover the story of the 1963 United Kingdom one-penny coin. This humble copper coin, often overlooked, holds more than just monetary value, especially if you have one in extra fine, circulated condition. Stick around to find out its worth in today's market, and you might be surprised. Let's start with a little background. The 1963 UK one-penny was minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. This coin is part of the pre-decimal currency system used in the United Kingdom before decimalization in 1971. It's made of bronze, weighs 9.4 grams, and measures 30.81 millimeters in diameter. The obverse features the iconic portrait of a young Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, while the reverse displays Britannia holding her trident and shield, an enduring symbol of British heritage. Now, why is this coin special? First, let's clarify that the 1963 penny has no mint mark, as it was minted at the Royal Mint in London. Unlike some rare error coins or coins with low mintages, the 1963 penny was produced in large numbers, over 120 million to be precise. But here's the catch. Finding one in circulated extra fine condition is becoming increasingly rare due to wear and tear over the decades. Coins in extra fine condition retain most of their original detail, with minimal wear visible only on the highest points of the design. If your coin matches this description, you could be holding something valuable. Now, let's talk numbers. In today's market, the value of a 1963 United Kingdom one-penny coin in circulated extra fine condition can vary depending on demand, buyer interest, and where it's being sold. On average, these coins fetch anywhere from $800 to $1,000 on popular online platforms like eBay or coin dealer websites. However, if your coin is graded and certified by a reputable grading service like NGC or PCGS, its value could increase significantly, potentially reaching $2,000 to $1,000 or more. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin collection journey, the 1963 United Kingdom one-penny is a fascinating piece of history. While it may make you a fortune, its charm and historical significance make it a must-have for collectors. So, dig through your old coin jars or check with family members. You never know what treasures might be hiding. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of British coins, focusing on the elusive and historic 1939 United Kingdom one-penny coin. If you've ever wondered about its value in today's market, especially for coins in circulated fine condition, stay tuned. This video is packed with details you won't want to miss. The United Kingdom 1 penny coin from 1939 holds a special place in numismatics. These coins were part of the pre-decimal currency system, which the UK used before switching to the decimal system in 1971. Struck in bronze, the coin weighs 9.4 grams and has a diameter of 30.8 millimeters, making it a substantial piece of history you can hold in your hand. The obverse features the portrait of King George VI, designed by Humphrey Paget. It showcases the king's profile with the inscription George VI DG BREROMEREXFDNDI, which translates to George VI by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. On the reverse, you'll find the iconic image of Britannia holding a trident and shield, a classic symbol of British strength and unity. This design was created by Leonard Charles Wyon and had been a staple of the penny coin for decades. The 1939 penny isn't rare in terms of mintage. Over 62 million coins were produced that year. However, the coin is significant because it was one of the last pennies minted before World War II drastically changed production priorities at the Royal Mint. Interestingly, the 1939 penny has no mint mark because it was struck at the Royal Mint in London, unlike some other coins of the time that were produced in overseas mints. While these coins aren't classified as rare, their historical context adds to their appeal among collectors. Before we dive into the value, let's talk about coin grading. A coin in circulated fine condition shows noticeable wear but still retains most of its major details. For the 1939 penny, this means Britannia's figure on the reverse is clear and King George VI portrait on the obverse is still well defined, though you'll see some smoothing on the high points. So what's the market value of the 1939 UK 1 penny coin in circulated fine condition today? In 2025, these coins typically sell for around $1,000 to $2,000 on platforms like eBay, depending on the exact condition and demand. Higher quality examples, such as those graded as very fine or extremely fine, can fetch upwards of $2,000 to $1,000. However, factors like provenance, bulk sales, or sentimental value might influence the price. While it's a fortune, it's still an accessible and rewarding addition for coin enthusiasts building their collections. Check online platforms like eBay, Etsy, or dedicated numismat auction sites to get an idea of recent sale prices. Even minor differences in wear can impact value. Use a magnifying glass to inspect details. Remember, coin collecting is just about value. It's about preserving history and enjoying the stories behind these fascinating artifacts. That wraps up our deep dive into the 1939 UK 1 penny coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is a wonderful piece of history to own. Next up, we uncover the hidden treasures in your coin collection. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of British numismatic history, the 1937 1 penny coin from the United Kingdom. What makes it special? What's its value today in US dollars? Let's find out. The 1937 1 penny coin was part of the first series of pennies issued under King George VI, following the abdication of his brother King Edward VIII. The obverse features a detailed portrait of King George VI, designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget with the inscription Georgi VI, EWOMN, Rex FDDIM. This Latin phrase translates to George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. On the reverse, we see Britannia seated, the iconic symbol of Britain, holding her trident and shield with the denomination 1 penny and the year 1937 clearly inscribed. Unlike some British coins, this one lacks a mint mark as it was struck in London, the Royal Mint's home. Condition plays a crucial role in determining the value of any coin. For the 1937 1 penny, a very fine circulated condition means some wear is visible, but the major design elements remain sharp and detailed. A coin in this grade will still retain its eye appeal for collectors. So, what's the big question? How much is it worth today? Well, the value of a 1,937 UK penny in very fine condition can range from $1,000–$3,000 in the United States. This depends on market demand and specific buyer interest. It may be a fortune, but for a common coin in circulated condition, it's a respectable range. However, higher grades, like extremely fine or uncirculated, can fetch significantly more, up to $1,100–$2,000 or beyond. Always inspect your coins for minting errors, like doubled letters or off-center strikes. While rare, any such errors could dramatically increase the coin's value, sometimes reaching $2,100,000. The 1,937 one-penny coin may not be the rarest, but it holds a special place in British coinage history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, there's always more. Next up, uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change and coin collections. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1,913 United Kingdom one-penny coin without a mint mark, specifically in circulated condition. This coin, with its rich history, has become a topic of great interest among numismatists and collectors. But what's its true market value today, especially in fine condition? Stick around to find out. Corn, the 1,913 one-penny coin hails from the reign of King George V, a period when Britain was still a dominant global empire. These pennies were part of everyday life, used for everything from buying bread to paying for a pint of beer. Unlike some coins from the era, the 1,913 penny without a mint mark was struck at the Royal Mint in London, as opposed to other mint locations like Heaton or Kings Norton. So how do you identify this coin? The obverse side features the portrait of King George V with the inscription, which stands for George V by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. On the reverse, you'll see Britannia seated with her trident and shield, the denomination 1 penny, in the year 1913 at the bottom. Most importantly, there is no mint mark, indicating it was struck in London. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. A circulated coin means it has been used in everyday transactions, showing signs of wear and tear. A coin graded as fine will have noticeable wear but retains key details, such as the outline of Britannia and King George V's features. Now let's talk about rarity and value. The 1,913 one-penny coin without a mint mark is necessarily rare in itself, as millions were minted. However, finding one in good condition over 100 years later is a challenge. In circulated fine condition, these coins can fetch anywhere from $1,300–$3,000 on today's market. While this might seem like a fortune, higher grades or unique varieties such as heirs can command much higher, $1,500–$3,000. Some coins stand out due to mint errors, low mintages, or unique historical contexts. While the standard 1,913 penny in fine condition is modestly valued, finding an uncirculated or proof example, or even an error coin, could significantly increase its value. These rarer pieces can sell for hundreds if not thousands of dollars at auction. Remember, even a seemingly ordinary coin like the 1,913 penny can be a valuable piece of history. So there you have it, the story of the 1,913 United Kingdom one-penny coin without a mint mark. While its market value in circulated fine condition may make you rich, the coin holds incredible historical and collectible value. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more numismatic treasures. Have any rare coins you'd like us to cover? Drop a comment below, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.